Hello friends, Monica from Wicked Avery coming to you with Krampus. Now this is Krampus 2.0. If he looks familiar, yes, I used the same pattern before to make this guy here. Now this is very awesome. Was a lot more involved. You had to make the horns and paper clay and paint and all of that. But this one here I made in a day and a half with only cornstarch and cardboard, some paper if you want to believe it. Yes, I will show you how I made this. Very economical. It doesn't get any cheaper than this. Krampus 2.0 coming right up. Yeah, the teeth are a little weird, but okay. Now I'm going to be using a base mask number 1, I believe, from my basic mask video. If you have your own basic mask, use that. And I'm going to have my Krampus pattern I used before. You can also get this for free. Now I'm going to begin with putting the mask here on here, right? Okay. All whole. Okay. Okay, here's my glue. Now let's get messy. Okay, so this is not bad. See, it gets more pliable once it's kind of wet, right? So let's see if it sticks. It sticks. Okay, so this is our building material now, right? So we got the paper, we got the glue, we got our hands, we got a sort of a shape. Now let's make a Krampus. So I want to fill up kind of between. I want this to look natural, right? But how? So I'm going to go behind everywhere. Okay, so I'm putting on around the mask on the bottom too. Now I'm just adding a little bit on top, and then I'm going to put it in the oven to dry. Too tough. Just sticking this on here to see how this fares in the oven. Okay, this is Krampus in the oven. He fits. It's perfect. See, I didn't use any supports anywhere. I just put it in like that. Okay, here now I had the mask in the oven for probably was a little bit more than a half an hour. And this part here is not all the way dry yet, but look, it held up well. The horns did not collapse. They stayed. So I'm really pleased with that. And the ears too. And it did not look like it deformed the mask here too much. No, looks good. So I'm going to continue now with just adding more. And I'm going to concentrate one layer on the beard here. The beard is going to be a lot of work, so you might not want to do that, or maybe make just a simpler one. Okay, so the beard is kind of covered first row. I would like it to be actually standing up a little bit, but this is good. Now I'm adding some more ears here, and then also concentrating on the horns. So let's give it some texture. I'm gonna try to give it some 3D texture. So I'm using a softer one, right? Soak it. Now let's see if we just wrap it. And wrap and squish. Yeah. wrap and squash. There. Okay, let's not squash yet. Okay, I think I'm going to put it in the oven again. Oops, let it dry and see what happens. Okay, this has been in the oven for 20 minutes, and okay, let's go to the next layer here. So I think the teeth I'm going to leave for now. Now the question is, how am I going to attach this? How is this going to stay? Should I just put another pin in, or just use the glue gun? Let's see. Let's just see if it would hold together, just with some gel in the middle here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this for now while I'm building up a little bit more horn material. Right. Wrap and squash. Let's start squashing here maybe. Oh, I was gonna put it in the oven, but see, this is already stuck enough, so I will continue working there a little bit. So move this. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue adding on there. Okay, now I'm going to put that in the oven again, let it dry, and then add more. Okay, so now what I did is I took it out of the oven, and at the end I actually squashed in the paper towels. I wiped my hand off, just a kitchen towel, right? I thought, oh, it's full of glue, I just may as well use it, and I squashed it in there, and so just added support, and yeah. Okay, now we're gonna continue. Where's my next layer? Here. So this one here are the eyes, right? Now the thing here, the eyebrows kind of get into the way, because I don't know, I'm just gonna squish them. They should be actually in front. Did I do the layering wrong here? No, those are the cheeks. Okay, let's put this down like this, right? And then the last one, the nose and eyebrows. Okay, there we go. Okay, need a little help here. Guess you can use a glue gun, just stick it on a little bit. That should be okay in the oven, I think, if you cover it. But this will hold it in place securely. Some support in. Okay, now I'm building a little bit of a cheek here, and then this part is going to go on it, right, like this. So, and also I'm going to close this part here. This is supposed to be the lips, right? So we need some volume here. The teeth, I don't know, let's not think about that yet. So the horns. I like the way this, I don't know if you can see, it kind of, I like those ridges. They actually look like horns, but of course here looks nice, here it doesn't. So let's see if we can make this here. So just wrap and squash. That was the plan. So that's all I'm doing, covering my pattern and trying to make it round, right? This is, the pattern is flat, let's try to make it a bit 3D. And so I'm going to just fill up here a little bit, add some volume here, and then put it back in the oven and make sure all the white stuff is covered. All right, almost there. On to the nose part here. Now I'm going to have to build that up a little bit, so that's what I'll do. One more addition here. Okay, now where's that nose piece? Right, so I'm building up the nose. Having a little bit of trouble here with the gums. Okay, you. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, stick this on. Okay, now while this should be even further out, no, I think that's good. Okay, so while this dries, I'm gonna work on the horns a bit. Now the horns are way too small, right? We're gonna get them bigger now. Just using, same thing, just building it up. More layers. Wrap and squeeze. Oh, it's pretty hot. Let's go taller. So I'm just adding on, right? Wrap and squeeze. Just start, you can shape it quite well. Okay, the other one. So I'm starting to run out of cardboard here. So I am going to just cover the last piece here, and I extended the horns a little bit. So my goal is to make the horns bigger. So I'm kind of just using up what I have, and then I have to go find some more cardboard. I'm sure I have some. But I just want to kind of finish this, and then while I do the cardboard and rip it up, I'm putting this in the oven again. Okay, I found some more cardboard. Now I'm just going to add on more, especially on the horns. Yeah, just maybe I used here a little bit too big pieces. maybe some smaller ones. So I'm just gonna take my time here building up some horns. And it's evening now. I was hoping to finish it today, but I had some other things that needed done. So I just gonna stick cardboard on a little bit longer, and then I will be letting it drying. Then I will let it dry overnight, right? And then we finish up the tomorrow. Okay, good morning. So the mask is dry and the horns are a little bit extended, but I still want to give it a little bit more texture. Now, I was trying to avoid making the cardboard too wet, but I had to go there. So what I did is I need a little bit more texture. So I thought, like those ripples right from the cardboard, I want to use those to give several layers on here. But how to separate it? So I had to make it wet. So just really, I just put it in the sink and had some put some water over it, and then it separates easier, right? So ideally it shouldn't get too wet because it will have to dry again. But you can take them off from both sides. So one side and then the other side also. Oh yeah, without breaking. So there's a balance to it, right? If it's too wet, or this is too dry, so it sticks. So I did it. I'm gonna have to make this a little bit more wet. So I did it with a thinner one, which worked pretty okay. Again, this is a little bit of a struggle to get it off. Sometimes it comes off easy and sometimes it doesn't. But there. So this is a thinner one, right? See the ripples? I'm gonna put them onto the eyebrows and maybe the smaller horns, right? So it gives a little bit of an effect. So just push it into some sort of tub with water and have the right balance of wetness. Okay, so I got my Krampus, I got glue, and I got my rippled material ready. So I'm going to be working on the big horns here. Now I want this, I hope this is focused. Now I want this to look like, kind of like a rough, like he's coming straight out of the forest. Right, so let's just do it. Oops, my glue is hot. Okay. So I want to keep the ripples. This sticks beautifully. So maybe that's the key to make the cardboard a little bit wet. I was trying not to make it too wet because of the drying time, but so it does stick better. So I'm going to do the same thing with those horns here, right? So this is a tighter cardboard, and I'm going to put this one around here. And when it dries, I'm putting a little bit of aluminum foil in the back there so it doesn't collapse. Right. focusing? Okay, so I'm going to do also here the eyebrow. I think I need a scissor to just start, and then it drips easier. Eyebrow. It's just for texture. Right. And also the nose, I'm going to add some flat ones on the nose, just some. This is actually the cardboard that came off, so I'm just going to make the nose a little bit more smooth and big. And just smoothen everything out a little bit and then let it dry. Yeah, we have a plan. Okay, so I let the mask dry a little bit, and so I just added a little bit more detail. The nose a little bit, I covered the teeth with some yellowish cardboard I had. I thought maybe, I don't know, the teeth were actually a little bit frustrating. I wanted to use clay, but I thought I keep it just with cardboard. So I added a few more paint pieces here, and I really would have liked to add more on the nose, but this will have to do. Now I'm just finishing the tongue here. I cut out a shape. I cut out the second one too. But maybe this one is better. So I'm just using my last glue here and just covering it with, this is just packaging paper. This will dry quickly and it covers easily. And then I can also shape it a little bit, right? Okay, let's try this again. So I started the mask on yesterday, right? So in the morning I did most of it. I did the different layers and covered them, and in between I put it in the oven. So that was very fast, right? Within a half an hour it was dry. I could work on it again until the horns got too big. And I did still stick it in the oven, but I had to have the door open, so I guess it is better if you give yourself time. But that's the thing, this glue takes a little bit longer to dry. And what else? So it was fast, right? Not that much time. The time goes into the drying time. So, and ideally what I would have liked is to have different colored cardboard. But it seems like it's kind of all dried to the same color. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and then maybe later I might add just a little bit of highlights with black to just give it a little bit of differentiation. But for now, that's just to show what you can make with just cardboard and cornstarch, right? I just wanted to show it does not take a lot of money to do something cool. Just patience. Okay, I'm gonna finish up the tongue, and this, I have a little toaster oven I use for my crafting. I'm gonna just stick it in there, and this will be dry in no time. And the nose, I probably will take a couple of hours. I will just put it by the heater. The heater does kick in once in a while. It's not that cold, but there we go. We got a tongue. Okay, so this is it. Troubleshooting, not really much trouble. Again, it took, the patience is in the drying time, right? In the beginning I just used the oven until it got too big, and then I just had it near a heater. Otherwise, of course you can paint it too, make it a little bit more interesting, but I like it, I quite like it like this. and I just put an elastic in the back, so it goes on very easy. Yeah, now hang it up on the wall, right? So thank you very much for watching, my friends. This is another project, a very economical project, so I'm quite proud of that. And we'll see you soon. Let me know if you have anything you want me to make, anything you want to figure out. I am glad to help. That's why I'm here. Monica from Wicked Aviary signing off. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Bye. Something else coming up over here.